Welcome to episode 8 of Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by the Office of International Student Services at Elizabethtown College. If you would like additional information about the podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. Hello everyone, I'm your host Luke Mackey, and each week I will be taking you on an adventure around the world. This week's featured country is Italy, and I'll be talking a little bit about Italy and some amazing fun facts about the country. I would like to take a moment to wish my good friend Nellie a happy birthday. She is currently studying abroad in Spain, and her birthday is March 11th. Happy birthday, Nellie. Taking a swim across the big pond to our featured country, here are some fast, fun, fantastic facts about Italy. With 61 million inhabitants, Italy is the 5th most populous country in Europe. Italy has the 8th largest economy in the world, and Italy is home of the largest number of United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization World Heritage Sites, with 50. And Italy is the largest producer of wine in the world. Hearing about all those fantastic fast facts makes me want to move to Italy, but before I do, I would like to know what kind of climate and weather to expect. Most of Italy has a Mediterranean type of climate, which has cool, rainy winters and hot, dry summers. Winter temperatures along and near the coasts of southern Italy seldom drop to freezing in the winter, and summer temperatures often reach 32 degrees Celsius or higher. Now let's hear about some more amazing facts about Italy and make ourselves more worldly people. Located within Italy, San Marino is the world's oldest republic and holds the world's oldest continuous constitution. 1/3 of Italians have never used the internet, and more than 1/3 of single Italian men between the ages of 30 and 35 live with their parents. In Venice, Italy, all gondolas are required to be painted black by law. In Milan, Italy, it is a legal requirement to smile at all times except during funerals or hospital visits. Ferrari as a last name is the Italian equivalent of Smith. In Italian, pepperoni refers to bell peppers. There's no Italian salami by that name. Tomatoes came from America and weren't introduced in Italy until the 1540s. The world's oldest university in continuous operation is the University of Bologna in Italy, founded in 1088. In 2008, wine started flowing through taps in dozens of homes during a grape festival in Italy due to a technical error. A man can be arrested in Italy for wearing a skirt in public. There is a 55-meter-long stuffed pink bunny on the top of a hill in Italy. The fork came to Italy before any other European country because of pasta. 37% of Argentine population is of Italian descent, about 12.8 million people. Italy is slightly larger than Arizona. More than 20% of Italy's population is over 65 years old. It's the highest percentage in in Europe. The name of electricity measurement volt comes from Alessandro Volta, who invented the first battery in 1779. The famous children's story Pinocchio was written by an Italian. The average Italian consumes half a pound of bread a day. The telephone was created by an Italian. And eyeglasses are an Italian invention. The ice cream cone is also another Italian invention. The area around Venice is one of the wealthiest regions in Europe.
Hello, good afternoon. I am Countess de Global, and today we are going to be speaking about students from around the world and students in general. Here is some wacky worldly, wonderful words of wisdom for this week. Here are some homework tips for all you students ready for summer break but have a few moments left of school. Number 1. Record your assignments in a special notebook. This is very important. Number 2. Make sure you have your assignments done well before you leave for classes. Number 3. Talk to your professors if you do not understand an assignment. Number 4. Plan in advance for large assignments and projects. Number 5. Plan a specific time to complete assignments. Number 6. Note your study plan and times on a calendar. This is very essential. Number 7. Plan ahead so you do not... Plan ahead so that you have plenty of time to do assignments and study for tests. Number 8. Have a quiet, well-lit place to study. This is key. Number 9. Keep your room neat and tidy. This may seem strange, but in fact it will help with your studies. Number 10. Make sure you have the materials you need to study in your study area. Number 11. Make sure your homework assignments are neat and organized. And finally, bring the materials you need to do your assignments to classes each day. Well, that is all from Countess de Global. Next, cheerio!
Coming back to information about this week's featured country of Italy, here are some famous people from Italy. Leonardo da Vinci, who is a famous painter. Christopher Columbus, famous explorer. Amy Adams, who is a movie actress. Julius Caesar, who is a famous world leader. Marco Polo, who is an explorer. Michelangelo, a very famous painter. And Joel McHale, a TV actor. Welcome to this Etown Everywhere news brief. In our featured country of Italy, in a country famed for its fine leather products and fashion sense, shining shoes was never a particularly exalted profession. The practice was imported during World War II, when American and British soldiers paid young boys on the street to buff their boots, sometimes in return for chocolate and cigarettes. And it was certainly never a woman's job. But don't tell that to Eleonora Lovo. She is the latest example of how women have moved into the decidedly out-of-fashion trade, once exclusively the domain of men, and even made it hip. Today, the 43-year-old Mrs. Lovo walks around Verona in black men's shoes, a stretchy below-the-knee skirt, and a white shirt and black oval eyeglasses. From her forearm hangs a rectangular brown leather bag full of attendedly polished shoes, which she picks up and returns to clients herself. Being a woman in the profession, notes Mrs. Lovo, can indeed be an advantage. She has several times received flowers for her shoe polishing services. Okay everyone, it's time for your favorite part of the show. Drumroll please. The joke of the week. On the first day of college, the dean addressed the students, pointing out some of the rules. The female dormitory will be out of bounds for all the male students, and the male dormitory to all the female students. Anybody caught breaking this rule will be fined $20 the first time. The second time the fine will be increased to $60. A third time will be $180. Are there any questions? At this point, a male student in the crowd asks, "How much for a season pass?" That was hilarious. I can't wait till next week to get another laugh in. Idioms are a group of words that really don't mean what they say. What they actually say can sometimes seem silly. If you don't know the special meaning of the idiom, you won't understand what someone is trying to say. Here is our idiom of the week. To let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret, usually by accident. For example, if someone tells you who they have a crush on and you accidentally tell someone else, you have let the cat out of the bag. Thank you for listening to Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services. If you would like additional information about this week's podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. I'm your host, Luke Mackey, and remember, never stop exploring the world around you. Have a terrific day.